Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. Monday night in the NBA, it's the Washington.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Washington. They come in off a difficult stretch of home games, and a win here on the road would do a lot to get that confidence back.
Well, I think for Washington, they've shown some nice improvement here early in the season. This is a team that's on the move and on the rise.
Yep, a pushover no longer. They're starting to hold their own, and the fans are really starting to get behind them.
Look here as we present the State Farm starting five. And look at who the Wizards have. Beal and Ariza are out on the wing. Nene and Okafor together up front. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, Kobe and Matt of the wings with Big Pau Gasol at the four. Nash out there with Howard. Washington with the ball. Beal guarded by Kobe. And Beal kicks to Ariza. 6 to shoot. Beal dishes the Wall. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wall's got his first basket of the night.
And I'm not sure anybody had a more difficult job than Mike Brown last year. Obviously a big market with stars on its roster, but more importantly, replacing a legend and trying to change the offensive system. Remember, the Lakers ran the triangle for about a decade.
This one for three. Kobe, no luck. Now Wall. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami. Nene. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And Mike Brown changing that offensive system. The triangle, kind of an equal opportunity offense in a system where everyone touches the ball. But in Coach Brown's system, Steve, much more responsibility really put on the point guard.
And that's why I think the addition of Steve Nash will help so much, Kevin. Nash is used to having the ball in his hands all the time, directing traffic, really creating plays. And so the Lakers will be able to rely on Nash to set the table. I thought a season ago they were really struggling offensively as a team, trying to figure out where they were going to score and how they were going to attack defenses.
Gets it to go.
See the way he attacked the smaller defender there?
That's what I call know-how. He knows how to use his size.
Here's Nene. The shot no good. Great tee that time from World Peace. Kobe, that's for two. Again, the Lakers.
Boy, is he spit polished offensively. His ability to break down defenses is one of their driving forces.
Wall passes to Beal.
Well, the Wizards fell in love with Bradley Beal early in the draft process, and that's why they picked him with the 3rd overall selection. And no surprise, really, the way Beal shoots the ball really adds to this Washington team. They've struggled from the perimeter in the last several years, so Beal should be able to complement John Wall and the rest of the roster.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Howard. Jamison comes in for Pau Gasol. Matt Barnes is checked in for Meta World Peace. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. Here's Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now Crawford. From outside the arc.
Oh, he got it! Knock it down! Right.
And so... Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. No better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Wall and Crawford work together as the backcourt. Trevor Booker is out there with Martin. And it's Serafin in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Steve Nash still playing at elite level after 16 years in the NBA. He says even at age 38, he feels he could play, quote, a few more years, and added, Once we get out there and the ball gets thrown up, I still love to play. Some days, all the rest of it can be tiring. But when you're out there playing, it's still great. I have a lot of motivation left. Asked what motivates? He deadpanned, money. Kevin?
Well, I tend to agree with them. Thanks, Doris.
Yeah, that wry sense of humor showing through. Well, the big challenge for the Wizards the last few years has been defensively. They just haven't put forth the effort. I think they're such a young squad that they really didn't have a foundation for defense. So that's something that they're trying to build as we speak, and they've got a long way to go.
The Wizards making a switch here. Emeka Okafor. He's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Chris Singleton comes in for Trevor Booker. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Martin. And Beal subbed in for John Wall. Kobe kicks to Barnes. Ariza with the rebound. Going back to the Washington Wizards, Clark, they're taking strides to encourage more defensive play. And sometimes it paid off, sometimes it didn't. Young team still developing, and they think they're headed, though, in the right direction, at least defensively.
Well, they had a reward system, Kevin, for players taking charges, and you actually could see it in the stats. They seem to have started to turn the corner defensively at the end of last season.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Wizards also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Okafor. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Beal. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, I went back and looked at the tape of that game, guys. I was shocked at how soft they played defensively.
Heck, you didn't need to go back to the tape. All you had to do was look at that box score. I mean, it's obvious they were giving up a lot of high percentage shots.
So it's Washington now, following Steve Nash's three. And the shot's good from Nene.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Meeks dishes to Gasol. Shoots over Singleton. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got his second basket. The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clover.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nene, the screen. Mack, the pass to Nene. The rebound by the Lakers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Well, whether it was a fluke or just plain overconfidence, somehow they got swept by this team in the season series a year ago.
And Mack kicks to Crawford over Gasol. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the third quarter, but right now it's time for the Sprint half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. The games are starting to take on a little more meaning as the season gets into full swing. At Staples Center, the Lakers in a close one against Washington. No doubt a tough team to deal with, the best record in the conference. They're for real.
And now we return to the action here at the Staples Center in the heart of downtown L.A.
We've seen Nash getting it done. He's got 11 points, and he's giving them a spark from outside with 3 3-pointers.
Well, you got to have that floor spacing. He is capable of knocking down that shot. That's exactly what he's doing today.
You know, with the Lakers, it's all about winning titles. Anything else is considered a disappointment, and they were tested early, though.
Kobe, Meta, and Pau Gasol are the guys that make up the 2, 3, and 4 slots. Howard is out there with Nash. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. And it's world peace missing. Washington trailing. We go back to that matchup for the Lakers against Denver. Kobe's illness. He had the stomach flu. Artest out with the suspension. Meta world peace. You know, had gotten the late regular season suspension with the elbow to the side of the head of James Harden. Steve, they were certainly facing their struggles.
Yeah, and those struggles caught up to them in the next round, Kevin, when they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the younger, more talented team winning in that one. So for the Lakers, you know, moving forward, they've got a lot of talent, but it's aging talent. And sooner or later, they're going to have to get younger on that roster. I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And here's a check of the 2K leaderboard and the top rebounding shooting guards of the past 10 games. Bradley Beal is second.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. You know, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still an important skill to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. As much as you can do to help your team, you increase your value and your importance. And the guys on this list give their team a huge boost with their ability to squeeze the orange.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Heat. I'm checking out Washington, 3 games behind.
Checking out Washington, they found themselves in the playoff picture here in the early going. This is not something most people expected, but here they are making noise.
They're showing signs of life this season, Clark, and after a tough season a year ago, some definite optimism. The question is just how good can this team become? Good job creating an easy bucket there. Well, the big question with John Wall is, will he ever be consistent with that jump shot? He's one of the quickest, fastest athletes at that point guard spot in the entire NBA. So once he gets that jump shot down, he'll be impossible to cover. Well, as athletic as the players are in this league, Kevin, John Wall, I think, is one of the best. I mean, he's so strong for a guy that size, blazing speed, incredible quickness, so he can blow by defenders and get right into the lane.
Steve, it's almost unfair to see how easily he makes the most of his athleticism, isn't it? My goodness. I mean, not only can he run for days, but he looks like a cat out there the way he's able to twist and turn through traffic.
When you talk about the athleticism of John Wall alongside Westbrook and Derrick Rose, really a new breed of point guard. Wouldn't you say, Clark? Able to finish inside like shooting guards?
Well, the one quality they share is tremendous explosiveness, Kevin. But I think there will always be a place for your classic below-the-rim point guards who do their jobs with less flash and explosiveness and as much skill and quickness as those other guys.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats. First in three-point shooting. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
Man, you look at those numbers, and what obviously stands out is first in the league in three-point shooting. That's amazing. They've just done a nice job of spacing the floor, getting good looks for their shooters out there, and really passing the ball unselfishly.
And the Wizards making a change here. Nene is checked in. Kobe gets the bucket.
Well, another uncontested three there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Gets it to go. That's now 8 points here for Beal.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't given an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Kicks it out to Ariza. Wall. Pass to Nene. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. It's Wall with the drive. And that one's good. Wall's got 11 points.
Beautifully executed play there to get that basket.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Buries the jump shot. It could go. No luck. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from the Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris Burke with the report. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. Today, it's the Lakers coming away with the uncontainable game. No problems for them so far in this one as they have played a seamless game. You'll have to think they'll be able to keep it going here in the fourth.
Thank you, Doris. So the Wizards 5 right now. Wall and Beal, they're the back. Riza and Nene make up the 2 forward spots. And it's Serafin in at the 5. Here's Beal. He takes the 12-footer and hits. Beal's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Wizards. Kobe kicks to world peace. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And the Lakers lead by 1.
Hey, he could have read a book cover to cover with all the time he was given on that 3. My goodness, come on, play some D.
I could have read a book, could have played a video game, could have mowed the lawn. I mean, come on, defense, play.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Wall dishes to Ariza. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Got sloppy. In a close game, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
And the Lakers with some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for world peace. And it's Nash in for Darius Morris. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Wall against Nash. Launches it. Okafor, the pass to Nene. And that one's good.
What a game. This is really fun to watch.
And when games are tight like this, I mean, success or failure can really turn on small details and 1 or 2 plays.
Jordan Crawford's checked in for Beal. For the 3, and another 3 for the Lakers.
What a half they're having from beyond the arc. It's getting ridiculous.
And there's no reason they shouldn't keep attacking from out there. I mean, they've got it going on in a big way now.
And Okafor at the basket on the assist by Ariza.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
Wall. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensive. Watch out now. Nash is on fire.
Kobe against Crawford. And Wall kicks to Nene. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Huge bucket.
They don't get much bigger than that, Steve.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Those are shots he shouldn't be afraid to take. He can make them.
All with it. Gasol covering. Nene. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now. And that's an intentional foul. Meta world peace. He's checked in for Matt Barnes. And a change for the Wizards. Beal's checked in for Jordan Crawford. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Just calm and composed at the line. He tacks a few more points onto this lead.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, "We're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart." Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you finish it off. Knock them all down and chalk up the W.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wall. Sinks it. Here is Howard. And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Now here's Beal. Here's Wall. Money! And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here.